Hi guys, Tara here from Colm, Quinn, BMW. Today I'm going to be walking you through this really impressive i20 iX xDrive40 M Sport, which is finished in the oxide grey. So as always, I'm going to do a run through of this, show you some of the features, and if you want to know any more details, please do contact us here at Colm, Quinn, BMW. So jumping straight into it, this iX has a visibility pack, a comfort plus pack, and also your sky lounge pack. So loads of amazing features that we will walk throughout the video. So starting off here, as always, with our fully electric SUVs. As we know, there is no real need for that kidney grille at the front. However, you can see straight away this show-stopping kidney grille at the front there that is absolutely gorgeous. It really stands out there at the front, but ties in so beautifully with that oxide grey, pairs really nicely. It has some of the kind of similar oxide grey colours throughout, which just pairs so beautifully with the rest of the iX. For your headlights then, as I did mention, you have your visibility pack, so unbelievable visibility with this iX, especially for any nighttime driving, as your Vis pack does include your high beam assistant. And then taking a look at the alloys, we have the 21-inch aerodynamic alloys, which, as you can see for yourself, are just so impressive, absolutely gorgeous. And they're also paired with your M Sport brake calipers in the blue, absolutely gorgeous, and gives it a lovely pop of colour. You can probably see the wing mirrors are folding in and out as I kind of walk to and from the iX, so that's your comfort access coming into play there. So your keyless access, once you have the key in your pocket, once you walk away from it, it will lock, and as you walk towards it, it will unlock as well. And you do have that really nice features of the mirrors locking in when it, folding in when it locks. So then moving down towards the tailgate, you can see you have your absolutely gorgeous flushed handles with that really nice high gloss black trim, absolutely gorgeous, and they tie in beautifully with your sun protection glass windows there as well, so giving everything a lovely seamless finish. You can see from the side profile there that everything just seems, or it has a lovely seamless finish even to your kidney grille at the front, so everything tying in so beautifully together. The flushed handles also give it that lovely futuristic look as well, which matches the interior so well, and that I will get to in a few minutes. The interior of this iX is just so gorgeous. Moving to the tailgate then, as you can see, really nice and again futuristic, really modern as well look from the back. Still has that nice sporty feel to it as well. We have our xDrive40 badge, and we also have the iX badge there as well. Giving you a quick look inside the boot then, just so you can have an idea space wise. So as you can see, plenty of room there, really great size boot. You have the option there to fold down your rear seats, and then you also do have a bit of storage underneath here for your charging cable as well, so that's not taking up any boot space, and it's tucked away nice and neatly underneath. And then to close, we have our electric button, which is really handy if the hands are full. Taking you into the back then, really gorgeous. You can see that you have this nice effect around your windows there when you open the door. Taking you into the back then, absolutely stunning interior. As you can see, it just speaks for itself. It is so impressive. You have the oyster interior, so much space for anyone traveling in the back. Look at all that legroom, absolutely gorgeous. And you can just tell by looking at these seats in the back that they are so comfortable. It's nearly like having a couch in the back. It's just unbelievable comfort. You have your armrest in the middle that folds down there. You have your child seat attachments in the back as well if they are needed. And you can see this really nice detailing on the seats there as well. In the back then, ultimate comfort for anyone traveling in the back. You do have heated back seats as well, which is just unbelievable for anyone traveling in the back. They can pop on the heated seats, and as you can see as well, there's a lovely contrast in the back between the black and the oyster as well, and you can especially see that contrast on the doors. You also have this gorgeous kind of gold trim that does run throughout the iX, and it pairs so beautifully with the oxide grey on the outside, so it just gives everything a lovely seamless finish. You also have your Harman & Kardon surround sound system, so for any long journeys you have really good quality speakers and music. On the backs of your front seats then you do have a charging port. You also have an attachment there where you can attach maybe a iPad holder or a coat hanger or something like that. And then you also have your Sky Lounge panoramic glass sunroof, unbelievable, especially paired with the Oyster interior. It just gives it a lovely bright open feel as well. Giving you a quick overview of the front then, just to give you an idea of how impressive this iX is. Absolutely gorgeous. You have that same detailing on the front seats, and again you can just tell by looking at these seats how comfortable they are. They're so nice and wide as well, loads of space. Of course you can play around with your electric seat adjustments there as well, and then set those in place with your memory seats. Again, that gorgeous gold trim continuing into the front. It also continues on your steering wheel there, and on the dash as well, which I will give you a better look at once I hop in. But plenty of space in the front. You've your armrest there in the middle, which also includes your automatic transmission and your dial and stuff like that to control your widescreen display. And then underneath you do have your wireless charger with your cup holders as well. And then in the middle, really cool, you have this kind of break between the passenger and driver, which isn't very common. Really handy. You can leave a handbag down there or anything. It's just really great space wise, and it makes the front feel so open as well, which is stunning. Another really futuristic modern part of this iX is the door handle. So to open this, you just press this button and your door opens. So very cool, very different. I'm just going to pop my seat back just so I can give you a good wide look at everything in here. So then as I sit into the front, you can probably see straight away that it is so minimalistic. Everything is pretty much controlled through your widescreen display, which we will take a look at in a second. I hope the sun isn't interfering too much with the camera, but we'll start down here. You have your armrest, which does open, and you have some storage in there as well. Moving down then, you have your automatic transmission, you have your volume button, your dial to control your screen, and then some quick access buttons there as well. And then of course you have your parking button, which I will show you now. You have your parking cameras there on the left there showing directly behind you, and then of course you do have your front and back parking sensors as well. Then, as I mentioned, underneath you have your wireless charger, your cup holders, and then on your steering wheel, again really futuristic looking, you have this square shaped steering wheel, which is just so cool. Also has that gorgeous gold kind of trim on it as well, which ties in really nicely with the rest of the car. And on the left here you have your cruise control, and on the right you have your telephone, mic and media buttons as well. So jumping to the widescreen display then, I'm just going to take you to the home screen. So you're probably familiar with this home screen. This is kind of your everyday tool that you'll be using for like your heating, your radio, your sat nav, things like that. So down here on the icon display you have your temperature, so you can kind of control your temperature on your home screen. You don't have to go into the full climate control, but then if you do want a few more settings, you can hop into your little fan icon, which brings up all your climate control, and there you have your fans and things like that. On the home screen as well, you'll always have access to your heated seat, your ventilated seat, and also your heated steering wheel. So as I mentioned, this iX is just ultimate comfort, ultimate luxury. So you have the ventilated seats, the heated seats, and also your heated steering wheel. So just unbelievable comfort, especially for the colder months, early mornings. It's just lovely to be able to pop all of those features on. So then you have your media, which includes your radio stations, or of course you have different sources of audio such as your Spotify, and of course you can play from your phone as well, such as your podcasts and things like that as well. You have a fully built-in BMW navigation system. However, if you do prefer the maps on your phone and it's what you're used to using on a daily basis, you can also mirror your own maps from your phone onto the car using Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is really nice. And then of course you have your telephone, where you can store all of your telephone contacts, and then you have your 4 little squares here, which is where all of your installed apps are. I could honestly sit here all day and go through each individual app, but I don't have time for that. So if there is anything in particular that you do want to know more about in terms of apps, please do contact us. But quick ones that you might be interested in or you might be using on a daily basis, you have your charging app, which you can also use through your My BMW app. So this is where you can kind of take control of your charging plan. As we can see at the minute, this iX is set to charge immediately, which means once it's plugged in, it'll charge until it's plugged back out. However, if you're on a schedule, you're going to work at a certain time every day, you need the car ready for a certain time every morning, and it might just be cheaper for you to charge throughout the night, you can set a time slot. So you'll put in your departure time, whatever time you'll be leaving Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, whatever it is, and then you can put in your start time and your stop time, and the car can be plugged in at, we'll say 6 when you come home from work, for example, but you might not want it to start charging until 2 a.m. So you'll have your start time set at 2, and you'll still plug it in when you come home from work, but the car won't start charging until 2. So it means during the winter you don't have to be coming out late at night, plug it in the car. You can plug it in once you get home, and you don't have to go back out again as well. So you can control all of your charging settings in here, and of course through your My BMW app as well. Some other bits then, you have your displays. So you have your head-up display, which I hope you can see in the camera just there. Really great feature to have. You can have your speed and your sat nav on that as well. And of course you can play around with kind of the height and the brightness of that there as well. So that's in your display app. You also have your doors and windows, your interior lighting, which is always a really nice feature to play around with, especially for any nighttime driving. You have your ambient lighting, so you can choose a colour, and that's a really great feature for at nighttime. But unfortunately I won't be able to show it in full effect right now because it's still quite bright out. But yeah, I think they're kind of the main ones. I've already shown you the parking cameras, which are amazing, really clear. So I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to close it off there. I'm going to hop out and give you one last overview of the outside. But as I mentioned at the beginning, if you do have any questions, please do contact us here at Colm Quinn's. This is an absolutely stunning iX, so impressive. Like the interior, the exterior, there's so much thought gone into the design of this iX. Everything just pairs so beautifully together. The interior even flows nicely with the exterior. It all just has this lovely seamless finish. It's just so impressive. The space is unbelievable. Like the comfort in these is just next level. So I'm going to jump out, give you one last overview, and then I'm going to close it off there. So just giving you one last overview before I close off the video. Absolutely stunning, speaks for itself. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to close it off here. I hope that this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching.